Section 14. Charts. In this section, we are looking at understanding the concepts of charts in Excel. It will cover the following questions. 30A, create charts. 30B, create chart sheets. 30C, add data series to charts. 30D, switch between rows and columns. 30E, add and modify chart elements. 30F, change chart type. 30G, apply chart styles. From the study guide, which is provided to you with this course.
The first question that he says, is swimming to using the data in cells A2 through E6. Create a 2D clustered column chart. He's telling us basically to create a 2D clustered column chart from cell A2 to E6. Let's see this. Let me open swimming 2. Right. One minute. So I have some data in front of me, and he's just told us to simply select the data. So I select this data, for example, and then go to insert and go to 2D column clustered chart. And that's it. Here it is. This is what he told us to create for question number 30A, just to make a simple 2D column cluster chart. Let's look at question 30B now. It's saying swimming to move the pie chart to its own worksheet except the default worksheet name. So if I similar only, if I had this is my sheet, and if I had a pie chart here, for example, if I just got so much data selected, and if there was a pie chart over here, so he says just move your pie chart. So that's very simple. We just go into move chart option and we choose a new sheet, chart 1, and we say okay, and there we go. We have a new sheet with the chart in it. This is question 30B. That's what he told us to do. Swimming to add the beginners data series to the pie chart on chart 1. While doing so, add the value in cell A as a series name to the chart. So he's saying you need to add the beginners data series. So right now I have got some data over here. Morning, evening, junior, senior, and we just put over here one more called beginners, for example. And just put any values for now. Beginners, let's assume there are about 68 over here, and then let's assume they are about 75, and then let's say 82, and then let's say 93. We've got some data for beginners in my table. I'm on chart 1. I'm just going to click on chart 1 and they say okay. I go to design, and here I've got something known as select data. Now, It's very simple. You can see the current data that's been selected. I just need to add, instead of E3 over here, I just need to make this F3 and it's done. My beginners data has got implemented inside my pie chart. As simple as that. It fitted in perfectly. So we're looking at that's one part of the question. Second part of the question, he says, add the value in cell A8 as the series name to the chart. So when I go back to any chart and when I go to select data, over here there's an edit option of legend and this. So if I have to go to edit over here, he says, what's the series name over here? So he says, instead of putting clear water, you call it totals. And you say okay to it. And now my series name has changed to totals instead of clear water. He just made me change a particular cell name, and that has appeared over here as totals. Moving to question number D now. What does question D tell us? It says swimming 02 or swimming 2. On the column chart, switch the source data so that the column of the chart are showing number for locations by time of day instead of time of day by location. So he's just basically telling us to switch our data on our column chart. All I have to do is just click on the chart and say switch row and column. And there you go, my data has changed. Now it's morning, evening, senior, junior, and the locations have come over here. All right, so that's how you can switch data by just going to switch row and column. That's what this question was all about. Come to question E now. Question E says swimming 2 on the column chart on sheet 1. Delete the horizontal axis title and set a vertical axis title with the name students. Then change the chart title to swimming attendance. So basically he's telling us to add number of or add students as a vertical axis and the chart name as swimming attendance. So here I go and I just put swimming attendance. There you go. You can see the swimming attendance has come. And he's telling us he needs a vertical axis. So I can either go to design and go to chart element, or I also have an option. There's a plus sign over here. So our chart has got a shortcut method also of adding the chart elements. It's not necessary always you need to go here and do it. You can also do it from this plus sign over here, where axis is there, horizontal, primary, and axis titles are there. So when I choose axis titles, by default, my vertical as well as horizontal, both the axis titles are appearing. He's told us, please switch off your horizontal axis title. And in the vertical axis title, just rename this as students. That's what he has told us to do. This is how we do it. We have both the axis when we go here, when we switch it on, but you can always switch off and switch on anyone you want. All these elements are the same which you had got over here under design chart elements. Same thing is also over there as a shortcut. So you can either use these or use these, right? Now we're coming to question number F. It says swimming 2, change the chart type of the swimming attendance chart to a 3D clustered column layout. Then apply the layout 3 layout to the chart. So it's basically telling us And we should be changing our chart type of the swimming attendance chart to a 3D clustered column layout and to apply layout 5. Okay. So there are two options here. One is when we go into design, we have got various designs. That's not what he's told us. He's told us to change a chart type. And all he's told us to do is to convert this into a 3D clustered column. That's the first thing. And then he's told us now you need to go to layout and you need to change the layout of this chart to layout number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is layout number 5. This is how he wants our chart to appear. This is layout number 5. But you realize that the layout number 5 has actually compressed your chart to a large extent. Your bars have become very kind of pressed down. They don't have that length which they had earlier. We can always just drag this a little bit over here to just make our chart look more presentable. And there you go. This is layout number 5, along with proper sized bars for our chart. We go to design and we say style number 9. That's what he wants. This is style number 9. And he wants us to apply colors as monochromatic third one. This is color palette 3. This becomes a fantastic option when you're looking at printing this out. When you're printing it with a black and white printer, this color combination makes a lot of sense. So you should go for this color combination or this type of charting whenever you're looking at printing your charts in black and white. Otherwise, the color combination is going to not show you the actual difference of color in your charts. Everything will just come black because colors are not there in the printer. That's why they give this black and white option to us.